Good morning. Always nice to begin the week with you, and it may be election eve across the country, but in our studio we're getting ready for Christmas Eve because Janice Hartman, Sarah Barris are here from St. Albans Episcopal Church getting ready for the Holly Jolly Market. Good to see you.
Good to be here.
So how many years is this for the market?
The market's been going about 12 years or more.
Okay.
And that runs from May to October, and then in November we offer the Holly Jolly.
So St. Albans is up Hickson Pike going towards
Chester Frost.
Going towards Chester Frost. So there it sits, this beautiful little parish church, and you've got some nice grounds there. So nestled in amongst the trees, y'all do this market. And over the course of the years, Janet, you've gotten quite the legacy that you've built because some Chattanooga businesses kind of got their start with you, right?
We had a lady that started selling cupcakes, and she owns one of the best bakeries in town now.
Are you going to brag and say who it is?
Chatacakes.
Chatacakes. Y'all know about
Shannon
that.
started out with us.
So here's what's fun. When you come to the market, which is this Saturday, November 12th, right, 10 to 4, everything that you're going to shop is made locally, correct? And then the proceeds from the vendor fees that they pay to be there goes back into the church coffers to help local people who are in need. Do I have that right?
Yes.
Yet, on this table, not everyone is born and raised in Chattanooga. For example, the bread lady, where is she from?
Australia.
That is crazy. And now she's here in Chattanooga. So y'all all were very eager to just yell and scream over how good she is. What makes her bread so good?
Yes.
What makes it so good?
It's a little bit different take, I guess you would say, from it's delicious, but she has foods from Australia that she's brought over here.
She brings some traditional pastries that we may not have been familiar with before. And she never brings the same collection each Saturday. So I have to go see her and then go next door to the coffee guy to have my my morning snack. You know.
So see that the sale begins at 10 o'clock on Saturday morning. So yes, sleep in, don't have breakfast, and then just buy your breakfast when you get there. It really is interesting, the talent that is here. So I was looking at this piece. Janice, I'll talk to you about it because it's right in front of you and me. It's a candle holder, right? But it was originally a whiskey barrel.
That's right. This particular craftsman uses recycled, or he repurposes things like whiskey barrels, which is what this is made from. And so, you know, it gets to have a second life.
It's fun. You'll discover when you shop that you'll pick up gift ideas to give to people, but then some of the things you can go home and use too, because there's some fun and some practical mixed in. The elderberry lady is there selling her syrups and stuff to keep you healthy throughout the season. You've also got my lovely Down to Earth, isn't that her name?
Pat Stewart from Down to
I love
Earth.
her spices, so good. Who's your soap maker, Sarah? Do you know?
It's a Pat Smith. I think it. Janet Smith, excuse me.
Smith's. Okay, those look pretty.
They smell nice too.
What about the bookmarks? I think these are pretty. Who does these? Or do you can't know everybody by heart, I guess.
Can't keep up with all 40 of them.
But it's
I think maybe Abby.
Let's talk about that too. 40 vendors. I mean, that just goes to show you how far the market has grown.
Yes.
In recent years. When I mentioned that the proceeds are going to go back for the church to distribute, you know, we kind of live in a world now where people think about giving their monies to an entity to kind of take it and run with it. But once upon a time, and still is, the church gets a lot of knocks on the door, Sarah, from people who are in need.
Yes, and the need has gotten bigger. From the COVID and things going on, the economy going down.
Right.
So the needs in the community are more.
Yeah, and can you imagine being the person who goes to the church hoping to have a smiling face greet you, and if you were told, I'm sorry, just go to X organization, even though that could be good advice, it doesn't feel very personal. So for y'all to have the ability to give in the moment is great.
Yes, and in the Hickson community, as to a lot of things are downtown, and something offered in the Hickson community.
Right, because just getting to those resources downtown would not be that easy. I love manger scenes. Who does this? Do you know? or are there multiple types? Like
yeah, and
this?
he's got some other things, and it's Papa's Wood Projects.
Okay.
Pete Johnson.
Did y'all ever think when you began doing the Holly Jolly Market and even just the farmers market, talking about Chatta Cakes and how it grew from here, did you really ever think it would get to be this kind of a springboard for people? Does that surprise you a little?
Well, we've been involved as vendors since almost the beginning. My husband does leather work and woodworking, and the leather work is his latest hobby.
But you didn't brag on that, Janice.
Well, he's got a little ostrich inlay belt there. He does journals. He does custom work.
Very pretty.
And so we've been involved in the market to some degree from almost the beginning. And the Holly Jolly Market used to be indoors. There's no way we could do it indoors now. And so it really has evolved, not just the main market during the summer, but also the Holly Jolly as well. My sister-in-law came from Houston, Texas last year to do her Christmas shopping at the Holly Jolly Market.
Wow. Well, I can see why, because I'm not going to make them try to speak to every single item that's on the table, because they're not the curators here. They just brought what they were given to kind of showcase. But I mean, the beautiful pottery that's here, there are some gorgeous pins up front, cute little handheld coin purses that you could easily tuck into a bag. What is that with the little panda bears on it, Sarah?
Oh, and she does lovely baby gifts.
Okay.
And her husband does more of the wooden things, and he has a lot of great ideas for children's toys, like stamps and stuff. So if you're looking for some stocking stuffers.
Yeah.
But Emily makes like these little purses, but she also does a lot of baby
are those
baby
butt plugs?
items. Yeah, it's like little, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Just little wipes and stuff for the baby, and she does burps. She does blankets.
Can I feel one?
I mean, her stitching is really great. She's got some great ideas.
And here's what's nice about the feel of this is that it's certainly soft for a baby, but you can tell that it would actually clean well. It's not so slick.
Yes.
Really, really nice. What is this in the bag? That's the coffee?
Oh, this is a coffee, and it's wonderful coffee, and it's less acidic than I find from a lot of coffees you buy at the store.
Really?
And he roasts them in his house, and he'll have things like you can order online and stuff too.
So when you come to the market, 10 to 4, right, on Monday?
4:30.
10 to 4, 4:30 on Monday. If you find somebody that you just fall in love with and maybe you want to have them commission something for you, I mean, can you talk to the artist like that and
I think
explore?
I know that we're going to be there, and my husband does custom orders. Our stained glass artist also does custom orders, and so yes, I think for the most part, if there's something that is there but not quite what you want, I'm sure that the artists, and that's the nice thing about us doing this a little early, is they have time to help you get exactly what you want for those gifts.
This portfolio that you have here that he made, I guess, I have one that I was given when I graduated college in 1991, and I still have it. So if something, not from your husband, but if something is quality, it's quality, and it's going to last.
Yes.
And we think that would be the perfect, Christmas gift.
Yeah.
And the little things like the bracelets, you may need some stocking stuffers. We just have all sorts of talent and all sorts of opportunities. This just kind of scratches the surface of what we'll have to offer at the market.
Well, come and shop. No doubt you will fall in love with something or many things there, and then you can know when you purchase that you're helping our local artists and makers, and you're also helping the mission of the church. So thank you both so very much.
Thank you, Julie.
St. Albans Episcopal Church, 10 to 4:30, as Sarah said, right there on Hickson Pike. And you can learn more at stalbanschat.com. We always have a good time on Mondays because we bring you our dad joke of the week. So here is this week's installment of Corny from our good friend Jason.